Our fantastic day yesterday evaporated just like that. What happened? Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason Mattis, of course, with Winning Bets, giving you guys free sports picks every single day. You guys know what today is? Wednesday. That's right, Wednesday. It's one of our favorite days of the week, right behind Money Making Weekend. But before we do that, let's make sure we go ahead and recap yesterday. And I hope you guys liked the recap. I was thinking about it this morning, and I was kind of preparing for the show. And today's kind of a good mix of kind of like why I like doing this recap. We get to celebrate the wins together, but then we also get to piss and moan and remember some of the bad beats together. And that's fun, right? We're off in our own separate places. We're placing bets. We're winning. We're losing. And then we come here together as a community of winning bets, and we get to celebrate and piss and moan together. And I absolutely like that, and hope you guys too. Let's go ahead and first start off with some of the celebration from yesterday, and then we'll go ahead and get into the heartbreak. The celebration and the good times were obviously around soccer. We just had a really good time yesterday betting soccer and putting money in our pocket. We did get a brutal push, though, to kind of end the soccer day right there. Manchester United, remember I told you they would have more offsides than Brighton? They had more offsides than Brighton, and then Brighton got offsides in the 94th minute to get that bet a push, because remember, if there was a tie, where that wager was going to go ahead and be a push. That's what happened the 94th minute. What heartbreak. But it didn't ruin our good day. We still had a fantastic day in soccer. We, of course, hit Manchester City to score in both halves. Easy bet. 4 goals in the first half, 1 goal in the second half. Had 2 goals in the second half, but one of them got taken away due to offsides. So they only got 1 goal in the second half, but that's certainly enough to cash our bet. A good plus money cash right there. That was good right there. We also had a same game parlay in that game right there. Sporting versus Manchester City. Same game parlay at plus 440. Monster hit right there. We had Manchester City -1 on the spread. Easily covered that, winning 5-0. We had a goal in both halves. That obviously easily happened. Sporting over 1.5 cards. That was the biggest sweat there in this one. They didn't have any cards until minute, call it, I think 65, maybe 70, and then they got one, I think around the 80th or so minute, picking up their second card, so that was a completion right there. And then also Phil Foden had take 2 or more shots. He obviously got 1 goal, and then he took another shot earlier in the second half before he was subbed out. So that was a nice 440 same game parlay cash in that game. Excellent. We missed the other same game parlay we had in there. Remember, of course, we had one that had over 1.5 goals and over 6.5 corners. That one lost on the hook, as they only ended the game with 6 corners. So a little bit of a heartbreak right there. But then we responded right back in PSG versus Real Madrid. Another same game parlay hit. Gave you that one yesterday, under 10.5 corners and under 3.5 goals. Easily cashed both of those right there, as there was only 8 corners and 1 goal. So good job right there. And then 2 same game parlays. Fantastic work. Getting City to score in both halves. Good work right there. Plus 4.09 units. Yeah, that's the Champions League love we write. Just good times right there. And as we said in the opening, what happened to those 4 units? We had a fantastic day going. What happened to those 4 units? Well, an 0-3 night in the NBA. I hate that right there. One of those 3 losses was just a good old sports betting loss. We, of course, took under 221.5 points in Cavs versus Hawks. I think they came in with 240, so shrug your shoulders. Just a good old sports betting loss. One of the other 2, one of them was a truly just horrific bad beat. The other one was kind of a bad beat. Let's talk about the one that was kind of a bad beat first. We had in, Mavericks versus Heat, over 208.5 points. So we needed 209. Game ended with 206. We only missed it by 1 bucket per se, 3-pointer or something like that. This is why it's kind of a bad beat. And if you're not aware that this play happened, boy, I'm gonna hit you with this, and it's really gonna irritate you. It's still irritating me, and it's 9 a.m. Central Time. We're well removed from the end of this game, and I'm still a little irritated by it. So late in the second quarter, Bam Adebayo got a pass, went up for a dunk, and decided to do a reverse slam. Well, when he did that, whatever happened, I guess maybe his body got higher or something than a normal slam, whatever. So he slams the ball through the rim, and it's coming through the basket. But because now he's done the reverse slam, the ball hits like his head, neck, or whatever, and bounce up out of the rim and goes out of the rim. So no basket. So a surefire 2 points, because he's dunking the ball. Ain't nobody blocking. Hell, there was nobody within 5 feet of him. It was a wide open dunk. Because he wanted to be all cute and fancy in the second quarter and do this reverse slam, he misses it. Again, the ball's in the rim, going through the rim, hits his head, and then pops up and comes out. That's big, because what happened the last minute of the game? Instead of it being a close ball game, the Heat are down by a fair number of points. They just jack up some ridiculous three from like 30 feet out. It, of course, misses. And then what does the Mavericks and Heat do to end the game? They sit around and circle jerk. Mavericks sit around, they circle jerk, they get a shot clock violation. They had no desire to go ahead and score any more points. Heat get the ball back with, 7 or so seconds, and they circle jerked it and just let the clock run out. That's massive. That 2-point dunk, that miss was just massive. If they make that, that is obviously a closer game towards the end of regulation, and the Heat probably do a different strategy. Instead of jacking up some three from 30 feet, they probably do a quick 2, and then we do the foul. Mavericks get some free throws, and we're playing that game of get a quick bucket, free throws, get a quick bucket, free throws. I'm telling you, that missed 2 points, and I'm not one to find points throughout a game, when we're so close to cashing a bet, when we're only 1 bucket away, 3 points away from cashing. I'm not one to go, through the tape and find points that what we should have had, but we literally should have had that dunk. It was through the basket, coming down till it hits his head and pops back up out. That's a game changer right there. That is absolutely a game changer right there. Neither of those 2 points could have altered how that last minute played out. Instead of circle jerking, we could have gotten some points. You know what I mean? Brutal. That one, okay, if you don't want to say all that a brutal beat, I get it. I would just call that a tough loss. It's not a sports betting loss. I think that one's a tough loss just based on the dunk and everything. Our other loss in the NBA was just absolutely brutal. You guys remember we had Hornets versus, Hornets Wolves under 245 points. You guys remember on yesterday's show, I told you that was my biggest discrepancy. I thought that one would cash easily. It was 216 points. Why didn't we cash? Because it was 108. The game went to overtime. Game went to overtime. Where the unders go and die? Overtime. Guys, they scored 28 points in 5 minutes. They were on pace to score more points. Again, it's only a 5-minute overtime, but if you just project out over 12 minutes, they were on pace to score more points in that quarter than they would have any of the first 4 quarters. It's like all of a sudden they just wanted to start scoring. There were so many goddamn fouls. I'm sitting there watching on my phone. It's like foul. Guys just going to the free throw line, making buckets. And it's like, oh my God, I think these guys are actually going to go over. Like a non-sweat the entire time. Just every time I was looking, it was like, oh yeah, like they only got 50-some points, in the second quarter, or 50-some in the third. Because remember, they need to get like 60-some points on average every single quarter to sink our bet and go over. They were going under. It was such going to be an easy cash. And then overtime hit. It's brutal. It's brutal for an under bet. Brutal. We didn't deserve that loss. Brutal. Absolutely brutal that it went to overtime and, that they just started fouling and making shots. Just brutal. So, yeah, lost all 3 NBA bets. I say one's a brutal beat, one's a tough beat, and one's just a good old sports betting loss, but absolutely rough right there. And then the alone bet we got from the Hockey Squirrel was a loser, up 1-0, ended up losing the game 5-2 to the LA Kings. So, yeah, we lost 4 units right there. It's like, poof. A beautiful day. Win 4 units in soccer and just gone. Just like that. Brutal. Obviously, we made a little bit of money. 0.09 units. We're still positive on the week at plus 0.68 units. But boy, just the way soccer went, you make 4 units, you're feeling all good. You're like, bring on the NBA, baby. And then that shit happens. Whoa. Brutal right there. Those are the sort of days that'll literally test your sports betting behavior. We all come up with whatever our behavior is. I make 3 bets a day. I make bets all under minus 200. I don't do any parlays. Whatever your behavior is, whatever your limits, whatever your strategy is, days like yesterday will put that to the test, because I wanted to rage bet last night, but thank God that game in overtime ended really late and there weren't really any sports going on, because I would just rage bet it. I was so pissed off that game went to overtime. We lost that bet. Literally. And obviously, we're removed, and now I don't have the rage. I'm still upset. I don't like losing, and I don't like losing in that fashion. But I'm not rage betting this morning. But boy, I tell you what, if that was an afternoon game, God, I would have rage bet so bad. That's how upset I was. Oh man, that would have been. That would not have been good. All right, let's go ahead now and turn the page to Wednesday, one of our favorite days of the week. Let's go ahead and kick it off again in the Champions League. I gave you both of these bets yesterday. I was right on one of them, wrong on the other one. We're going to do Liverpool team total over 1.5 goals. Gave it to you guys at minus 113. That is now plus 114. The reason that's plus 114 is because people are waking up today and going, oh, it's a team from Italy where they're really a defensive-minded team and Liverpool's on the road. Liverpool's going to be attacking, attack. This is Champions League, folks. This is Champions League. You score. You don't hold anything back, or you don't, say, oh, let's get one goal. Because remember, there's no away goals in this Champions League this season. So it's not like Liverpool gets one away goal. And they're like, cool, we got our away goal. We don't need to score. It's gonna keep attacking. So if you didn't get this bet yesterday, go ahead and get it today. It's better return on your investment, but worse line movement in terms of everybody's taking the under 1.5. But I still like over 1.5 goals in Liverpool match. I absolutely love that. Everybody's healthy for Liverpool. There's only Henderson on the injury list. Everybody's going to be roaring to go. Yeah, I like Liverpool team total over 1.5 goals. And then, of course, the other bet I gave you guys yesterday is Bayern team total over 2.5 goals. We got it at plus 106 yesterday. This one has gotten worse. If you haven't gotten it, you're now going to get it at minus 114. There's a reason everybody's on Bayern. I mean, come on, guys. We love Bayern. All we do around here is just cash Bayern tickets. So, yeah, absolutely. We'll expect Bayern to do the job. Expect Bayern to get 3 goals. Everybody's healthy. From an attacking standpoint, it's Champions League. It's time to go. I love it that they're coming off a loss this weekend, too. They're going to be pissed. They're going to be angry. They're going to be goal hungry. Hell yeah, Bayern team total over 2.5 goals at plus 106 for me all day long. So those are only 2 Champions League games. So those are only 2 bets as of now. But remember, DraftKings gave us 2 16% same game parlay profit boosts. We used 1 yesterday in getting that Real Madrid PSG cash. We've got 1 remaining. Let's wait and see lineups because I want to drop in an anytime goal scorer in that same game parlay, more than likely. So got to wait till lineups. And then I've also got a free $50 bet on Bet Rivers that expires tonight at midnight. So I got to go ahead and use that. So I'm going to go ahead and use that on the Champions League. So again, just look for me on Twitter. I'm going to go ahead and fire off 1 same game parlay and 1 use of this $50 free bet. I know other ones got free bets as well. We all earned them during that Super Bowl week. So I'm going to use mine personally. You've used yours. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and use mine today during the Champions League. I'm going to put a lot of focus today on the Champions League because I'm excited for the Champions League and soccer in general. Like it's a sport I like. I like betting on the NBA. I think we found many good angles throughout the season. We've been profitable in the NBA, but I don't get excited about the NBA. I'm not watching the NBA. I'm watching soccer. I'm watching Champions League. So I'll be using the Champions League boost, the same game parlay. I'll be using the free $50 bet. Cannot wait. Look for me on Twitter. We know lineups come out at 1 p.m. Central Time. So look for me around 1 p.m. Central Time to go ahead and drop a couple of those additional bets to go ahead and go along with Liverpool team total over 1.5 and Bayern team total over 2.5. Let's stay with Bayern here for a second. When Bayern is done smashing today, there's a bet that I'm going to give you for this weekend that everybody's going to go, oh, Bayern's back. They're coming off that loss. They went out to Salzburg. They absolutely smashed them. Bayern is back. So I went ahead and locked this bet in right now. It's Bayern team total over 3.5 goals at minus 118. This game is on Sunday. So Bayern team total over 3.5 goals at minus 118. They're going up against Gerther. Look, they scored 3 in the reverse fixture, but they only had 10 men the entire second half. They got a red card in the 48th minute. So they essentially played an entire half with 10 men and still got 3 goals. Gerther away, they've really struggled in their last 5. They let Wolfsburg score 4. They let Dortmund get 3. Bayern Leverkusen got 7. Mönchengladbach got 4. Bayern at home, coming off a domestic loss this past weekend against Bochum. They're going to be pissed because they got to rebound now in the league, get 3 points. I mean, I just love everything about it. They're going to be going for it. Again, coming off a Bundesliga loss. I love it. I went ahead and locked this bet in this morning because I think, again, once Bayern does the job today, everybody's going to re-fall back in love with Bayern. And this minus 118 will get significantly worse. So Bayern team total over 3.5 goals at minus 118 for me. All right, let's go ahead and talk some NBA. Literally every over-under today is bang on from the sportsbook. Absolutely bang on. The over-under, there was only 1 first quarter over-under that lined up. It's Kings versus Bulls. It came out at 59.5. That's a lot of points. That's a lot of points. I mean, Kings, they made some moves at, around the trade deadline. We don't really know because the data incorporates, obviously players that are no longer there. So over 59.5, it could hit. It may hit. but this to me hasn't been enough data with these new rosters to feel comfortable to bet it. But I did want to share that along with you. There is that one first quarter over that is in play, over 59.5. If you want to go ahead and do it, go ahead and grab it. Otherwise, all the full game over-unders are absolutely just bang on. So what I'm contemplating doing is just taking 2 games, waiting to see throughout the day where the lines settle and teasing them down, and then going ahead and doing a 2-legged parlay of my 2 favorite ones, whether that's an over or under. I don't know, because I want to see where the line settles throughout the course of the day, and then possibly go ahead and take 2 of those games and tease them down. So for any NBA bets, just look for me a little bit later on Twitter, and I am going to be combing through some player prop information because I want to find my favorite player prop, and I also want to bet that today. So look for that a little bit later on Twitter as well. All right, so as of now, we're just going to go ahead and roll with those couple Champions League bets. Again, check for me around 1 p.m. Central Time or on Twitter. Once we get lineups come out for Liverpool and Bayern, we'll go ahead and put together a same game parlay, and we'll go ahead and use that risk-free $50 free bet that we've got over there at BetRivers. All right, guys, enjoy your Wednesday. Let's have a successful day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Thanks for watching till the end. I'm Jason Mattis. Any love you can show by giving me a like, a subscription, or a comment, or even just share this video is very much appreciated. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to increase your chances of locking in the same odds as I talked about today. And check out my other great videos in these corners.